like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap that.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, baby.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Good job.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Oh, yeah.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard? That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle. He protects his quarterback so well as provides great access in the running game.
They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now Wilson on first down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
On second down, it's Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. His third touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Brady. He hits Beasley right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Derrick Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Wilson throwing again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Zebra. 44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. 49.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Brady, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on, Locke. We better than that.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he slings one that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 95. Let's go.
Wilson will throw again. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarter. Back's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That one complete to Yeldon. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Michael Brockers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Here's the party now. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check your out read. Good job right there. Good job right there. Good luck for signals. Let's go. Move, team. We got double up, double up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how it based...
Derrick Henry all alone. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Michael Brockers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Brady, and the grab by Croft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brady down to throw. He finds Yeldon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you can...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down. The bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
19.
They'll run here with Eckler. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. This is Carson. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to